Good evening, welcome to Eye to Eye. Rubadiri Victor is here. Rubadiri is an artist, musician, publisher, writer, historian of culture, cultural activist, all sorts of hats he wears. But we're going to start this segment talking about the Artist Coalition for Trinidad and Tobago Act, of which Rubadiri is a major director or chairman, interim president, because there has been a lot in the news recently about ACT and its efforts to try to put right or bring to the fore some of the issues surrounding the newly built National Academy for the Performing Arts. So, Rubadiri, welcome.
Hi, thanks.
And let's try and get that side of the things out of the way and move on to other things.
Right. I suppose the National Academy for Performing Arts at Princess Building Grounds.
Right.
The reason why there's an issue there is that since independence, artists and communities in Trinidad and Tobago have dreamed for a home for the arts and also an academy for the arts, a place where all our traditions can be passed on. That has been a battle that has been ongoing with numerous administrations all the way through independence. And in 2005, the Prime Minister announced that finally they were going to build this. And this was after a lot of lobbying, you know. The problem was that architectural specs, architects, contractors, labor, funding, everything came from foreign, and there was no local brief. There was no consultation with the local stakeholders. So we complimented them on building, but then we tried to get that stakeholder consultation to happen. In the 5 years from 2005 to the present, it never happened. And because of that, the building is flawed on a number of levels. It's conceptually flawed in terms of what is there. There are a whole set of things that should be there that are not there. In terms of stage areas, different spaces, in terms of it is, as an academy, it is not concerned with local or indigenous culture or traditions in the least. It's based on a European classical culture and such. And it's part of a $3 billion complex of academies that are being built, all which have that bent. Right. And then there are technical problems, the floors and the orchestra pits. And then there are programming problems with administration and all those things. So there are a number of multi-million-dollar floors, and there are a whole set of things. But the reason why I suppose it's up in the air is that the National Academy for Performing Arts is really about the soul of the country. It's really about the thing that makes Trinidad, all those hundreds of traditions that make us us. And that is the place that is supposed to be concerned, with how we regenerate ourselves and how we investigate ourselves and how we celebrate ourselves. And the building is lacking. Yeah. And because of that, there are all these issues.
Right. So how does this connect with, I know one of your concerns is a sort of intergenerational communication between artists and cultural workers, and a passing on of tradition, which falls right into the mandate, of course, of a so-called academy. Right. So talk to me a little bit more about how that concern goes straight through into a concern for the academy.
Well, I'll take it from two different sides. One, as me as a scholar and coming up with a generational reading of Trinidad and Tobago history. Mm-hmm. But the other is personal as an artist. Right. Some are multimedia artists, right, as you were saying. I do film, TV, music, theater, dance, mass, publishing, right, all kinds of stuff. And the way that I approach my craft was to apprentice myself to masters. Mm-hmm. Right? So you don't know, I would have been bothering you because I consider you a master at television.